celebrated our 90th anniversary last year. We were formed in 1928, initially as the Kodak Military Band. At the time there were lots of musical groups, and the big employers used to sponsor the bands, and there's still the case in some areas now. But we were the Kodak Military Band from the Kodak Film Factory in Harrow, and the band played all the way through. It had a break during the war, and then was reformed in about 1948, initially as the Harrow Military Band, because the Kodak management wanted to make sure the band were up to their standards before putting their name to it. And they played right the way through until 1975, and then Kodak sort of pulled their name from it. Profits came first, I guess. And so the Harrow Concert Band was rebrogaded then. And we still play through as we do now.
Flute and piccolo, which I've played for many years, since I was about 10. I think I actually chose that of all reasons because it was different to all the other woodwind instruments in that you held it horizontally and not vertically.
I played clarinet since I was pretty young. I started with piano, which I'm still playing, and then I moved with clarinet. I always liked clarinet, and then one day I decided, okay, now I want to, after a few years of playing piano, I decided, okay, now I want to start to play another instrument, and I decided clarinet because, I tried other instruments like saxophone, horn, but I ended up on the clarinet, which is one I still love.
I play the bassoon. I've only been playing for a couple of years, but I started playing first of all when I was about 13 years old, and I think it's got a beautiful sound.
I play the trumpet, although sometimes when needed I also play the French horn. I started playing the trumpet and the cornet, which are very similar, when I was younger in a brass band in my local town, and then recently, I've played that for a number of years, and then recently when we needed a French horn in the band, I decided to give that a go. I've been playing trumpet for maybe 15 years, something like that, but I took quite a long break in the middle of around about 7 or 8 years, so only came back to it about 3 years ago when I joined the band.
So I played the French horn, and I play it because I always played brass, and it opened up the world of concert bands and orchestras before I was in brass band.
So about 5 years ago, I was invited to come along to a rehearsal where I played horn, and there were a couple of occasions where the conductor at the time, Roger, was unable to come along, and sometimes at short notice, and I just got volunteered to stand up front and wave my arm. I've done it a tiny little bit elsewhere before, but it started from there, and gradually I got the opportunity to conduct more and more, and then Roger decided to retire. And so I was asked whether I'd consider running the band as MD full time, and I said yes, and that's that really.
I was at a concert in the Harrow Arts Centre for seeing a tribute band to Bob Marley, and when I came out there was a flyer on the board and it said, X, Y and Z about Harrow Concert Band, and I just thought, I'm going to phone it, and I did, and that's how I landed in it. Spoke to Grant, and I've been here for 2 years now.
I started playing again because my old Croydon Schools outfit contacted me and asked if I wanted to go to a reunion in France, which I did, and I thought, well, if I'm going to a reunion, I better learn to play again. And then off the back of that, I thought, well, I'll find something local to play in because I was enjoying playing again, and looked online and it seemed to fit the bill, and so I joined.
We perform a wide variety of music. We aim to try and appeal to everyone. So although you've seen preparations for a very specific Disney theme, we'll play anything from light classics through through to selections from stage and screen musicals, rock covers, and then lots of sort of musical cheese, stuff that you'll just hear on a bandstand on any Sunday afternoon. Aim to play something that everyone will recognise and enjoy, and maybe sometimes sneak in a little bit of obscure stuff. The best thing is the social side, the camaraderie, and taking something which is just printed black and white dots, bringing it to life so that other people can enjoy it. That's the thing that I enjoy the most.
I like for me, the diversity of the music that we're playing. We play some concert, we play some pop, we play some classical, and I'm very keen on improving my reading of music, which is not a great skill of mine, but it's actually developing the more I play with the band, so I'm really pleased about that.
Apart from being able to play with other musicians, I think it's the comradeship, the doing something together as a group where everybody plays their part. I love playing the bassoon on its own, but it's only when you play within a band or an orchestra that you actually get the full impact of a musical piece.
So we rehearse every Sunday morning at the Harrow Arts Centre from 10 till 12. Sunday mornings are a double-edged sword. While many people are busy and weekends are precious, a lot of people work late hours during the week, and so Sunday mornings is very convenient for some people. We have people travel in on a Sunday morning to rehearse with us.
Well, there's the time commitment, so Harrow plays on a Sunday morning, so you don't get your lie-in, and also trying to get practice in during the week, and also you have to be dedicated and make sure you go to the events. So you have to write off some weekends and say, this is for the band, I have to go and play in the concert.
Keeping up with everybody when we're doing really difficult pieces, like we were just doing the Swan Lake piece, and that's really fast, and there are a lot of notes. So it's deciding what you can play and then taking the music away and working on it.
It varies. We normally look to do 3, sometimes 4 headline events, so major concerts seated down with audiences. Sometimes maybe half a dozen bandstand performances. So turn up to your local park, usually Harrow Rec or one of the Royal Parks, and we'll be there on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah, last year, the 90th anniversary, so we were in our regular venue at St Mary's Church in Ruislip. And it was a 90th anniversary. We had a jazz trio got up front first. We pulled 3 guys out of the band, sort of had a rock, sort of Blues Brothers type introduction, and just the whole programme, the whole night was a real fun thing.
I've only played in one concert, and that was the one we did last Christmas, and we had a split concert where we played some more formal music in the first half, and then we all dressed up in Christmas-themed costumes to play the second half, which was mainly Christmas music. And it was, for a first concert, it was a great experience.
It's really good fun. Yeah, Grant, our conductor, he does a lot of sort of linking bits with lots of humour. Occasionally he dresses up in very strange outfits. The concerts are very, very relaxed. So and it's good fun music as well. It's not too serious.
Have a go. The more experience you have as a player, you know what to expect a conductor to do. It's very different on the other side, but don't be afraid to give it a try. And it's a little daunting at first, but get up there, be confident, and at least have the impression that you know what's going on, and others will follow you.
It doesn't matter what standard you are, there is somebody out there who wants you. As I say, one of the great things, both with the choir and with the band, is the comradeship, the friendship, the shared achievement, and it's an opportunity to go out and perform and to bring joy and happiness to other people. You don't have to be an excellent musician, and certainly with the choir you don't even have to be able to read music, but you know, there is somewhere out there for you to just go and do it.
Really simple. You can just turn up on a Sunday morning in the Green Hill Room at the Harrow Arts Centre at 10 o'clock, or visit our website www.harrowconcertband.org.uk. There's a section in there with rehearsal information on how to join us. Just get in touch with our secretary, Kim.